He's given everything to His Son. He's made these worlds. He's going to give it to His Son. And we're joint heirs in Christ. Thank God for that. Oh, all that's Christ is mine. All that's Christ is yours.
Amen.
We just want a little car that's going to rust and be a lemon. We think, boy, if I can get a car, my problems will be over. And like the man that prayed that, he said he bought a car, a new car, and it was a lemon. He didn't have anything but problems. He cursed the day he ever said, God, give me a car. So anyway, but we need these things. We need the internet. We need all these things. It's good to use them. Use them lawfully. Okay. Now to Him be glory in the church. In the church. That's why we have church. You can't do any better than having church.
No.
I don't think.
No.
You can have all these ministries, everything.
Yeah.
Stay in the church. Stay with
Amen.
the church. Stay with these old hymns.
Amen.
Stay with this King James Bible. Don't leave what God's given us. I mean, through men. I mean, those old hymns were written in the time of sorrow. They experienced those things. And these new hymns are written off the head. That's why they don't have any depth to them. There's good songs. I'm not against all the good songs. Like I used to say, when I wanted to be entertained, I listened to the McCabe's. When I wanted to get right with God, I listened to Brookside's to sing.
Amen.
You know, sometimes you need that. Not light stuff, but I mean, you know, it's just good. It's good. It tells the truth. I love it. I just erase all their testimonies, all their fake crying and all that. I like their singing. I don't want to hear you. That doesn't tell Christ that Christ died for you. You want to sing for His glory.
Amen.
It doesn't sing. Anyway, God's good. All right. I'm finished up. But in this chapter, if I've counted them right, there's 9 of these buys, and a couple of them are repeated. So it's just like Thessalonians. That's why I like what the preacher said. That we're not going out in Revelation. Said, I'm going out in Thessalonians. I mean, Paul wrote to 7 churches or church areas. And Corinthians has 2. Thessalonians has 2. So he wrote to 7, 9, whatever, you know. And in Thessalonians, it's, you know, the rapture. I mean, we're the second coming. Whether you believe in it or not, that's what the preacher said about the rapture. He said, I don't care if he believes it or not, it's not going to stop it from coming.
Amen.
Right? So whether you believe in the rapture, sounds good to me. It's okay. Go Parson believe. They said they're being called out one by one, dying, going. So that's all right. We ought to know God.
Amen.
If you know Him, it doesn't matter if the guy, you know, they'll kick somebody else if you don't believe in the rapture. Especially in godly men that were amillennials. They can be wrong, but they love God. You know. Anyway, let's not get in okay, read all the theories, look at them, but don't be closed into a theory. Leave it open for God to show you. But don't come up wild, you know, God showed me this, I don't believe He showed you anything. You know, I don't believe God's speaking. He's spoken, He's giving you word.
Amen.
Read it, study it, learn it. Anyway, but whether I go out in Thessalonians or whether I go through the tribulation, yeah, I could care less. I mean, I don't want to go through the tribulation. I'd rather go out. Let's skip into heaven while those others were burned at the stake, killed and dragged. Right? And we just don't skip into heaven.
Yeah.
Here I am. You know, won't you? There's no virtue in suffering. If God doesn't give it to you, if He wants you to go through that, that's fine. But I like it, you know. All these saints were suffered and burned at the stake and cut asunder, and you're just going to skip into heaven. Thank God. We're living in good days. I hadn't been beaten for preaching the gospel. I hadn't been thrown into prison. I hadn't been burned at the stake. Man, I'm doing good. And I complain every day because I don't have this or don't have that. We got more than we know what we do. We got more junk. We done got a bigger holes to pour it in. Our junk. And there, I saw this one lady, and I'm through. But 4 months, she had a little jar. This is the only waste I had. Lord, I can do that 20 times a day. But you know, something, it sounds good. I like what Rutschman said. He threw his diapers out and said, give that guy a job that cleans up his highways. I mean, you know, I believe in taking care of the environment. I believe in doing things. I don't like to see trash. I don't like to see these bottles, plastic bottles and all those wrappers. But I see them, I pick them up every day. A lot of folks just try my patience. They throw them down in front of us, so I pick it up. But that's okay. One day, they're going to come into the compound and I'm say, take your clothes off. Don't bring any garbage in here. I just thought that joke. But God's good. But we can't do any better than believing Him and believing that He gave us a Bible and read it and believe it. He say, I don't understand it. By faith we understand. You don't believe it, that's why you don't understand it. If you believe it, you'll understand it. And you don't have to understand it. It was hid to the Old Testament saints that the Gentiles, they didn't understand that. Like I said, God just reached down, opened His cupboard, and opened it up to us. They didn't always have a Bible. The New Testament saints, they didn't have the New Testament. But God gave them prophets that preached what was in the New Testament. I finally saw that. They hoodwinked me for years. I finally saw that Acts when the gift of tongues were given. If Peter and them wanted to write a New Testament in Greek, they could have done it. They had the gift. They could preach in Greek, any language they wanted to. And that wasn't the gift in Corinth of that tongues you don't understand, that Babylon, what do you call it, the heavenly tongue or whatever. That was at Pentecost. It lists known tongues, but they were unknown to the people that were preaching. But they had the gift of tongues. If you didn't know their language, they could speak your language. They could preach. They could do this. Thank God for that, right? That's a gift. That's not some thing that we argue about. You can't argue with Peter. He stood up and preached your language. You say, well, I think he knows no language. He didn't know it. But anyway, it's just good. Stay with God. He'll show you great and mighty things. What did it say that we have all these things with tribulation? Wish you hadn't put that in there. With tribulation. Well, we don't have any tribulation. We're doing good.
Amen.
Praise His name. We're doing good. But God did these things through a vehicle, by,
Amen.
through, however you want to say it, whatever. If you ask me, by works better someplace and through works better in other places. I know there's a difference. Some places there's a difference. Some places there's not a difference. I tried to figure that out. Preacher believed, the Jews were saved by faith and we were saved through faith. Doesn't matter to me. We're both saved.
Amen.
But look into these things, it's okay. But God's good is what I want to say. I appreciate Brother Potter. He phoned me every day every day or 3 or 4 times a week. I mean, he loved me and said, what do you need? Yeah. He didn't say, I think you ought to do it this way or that way. He said, what do you need?
Yeah.
And he said, I'll get it for you. That's why most of you folks are over here. He got you.
Amen.
And I got you too. He said, go over and do whatever Brother Ralph says.
Amen.
Anyway, God's good. Lord bless you. My sword bearers asleep.
All right, let's pray over you.
Hey.
Lord, we thank you for this day, Lord, and another beautiful day you've given us. Thank you for the good camp meeting we're having. Thank you for the good preaching, Lord. I thank you for preaching of your word, Lord, open our eyes and our ears, Lord, and what you're trying to show us and tell us. And we appreciate it, whatever you will let us see and let us understand, Lord. Give us a good afternoon. We'll thank you for everything in Jesus' name.
Amen. Lay down, boy.